And welcome to both Mikes. Thank you for joining us.
This is a boat show. This is a boat show. Hello.
Yeah, let's start over. Ready?
All
welcome
right,
to both
3,
Mikes.
2, this is a show about nothing and everything. He's Mike Sofka.
And that is Mike Taylor. And together we are both Mikes.
Both Mikes. Welcome to show number 31 of Both Mikes. Heard everywhere podcasts can be heard. iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, you name it. We are there. We're like dirt. We're everywhere. Watch us live Friday nights, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, twitch.tv/bothmikes. Whew.
Yeah,
how you doing, sir?
If you can't catch the live stuff, catch us wherever you find stuff. So
Yes,
we're there. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. Fresh and look, I have a new shirt on. Magellan.
Nice.
Nice.
You've been in those clothes for 7 days already, almost.
Yeah.
Christ,
it's a little ripe. It's a little ripe, you know. You get older, your sweat starts to stink worse.
All right, well, it's that time.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Boss, look, an alien! Where?
Warning! Alien approaching! Warning! Biophysical experiments extremely dangerous for Earth people.
It's a pretty good robot. He's a little bit of an alien, too. But I think he's an alien. You could be an alien robot, right? Like, not all robots are domestic.
I computed the aliens. They are capable of sinister and dangerous acts.
You weird alien man!
Whoa, not that. I'm pushing buttons over here. There I am.
You're good at pushing buttons.
And I brought Bezos up, and I didn't mean to bring him up, but I might as well bring him up, I guess. You know, Blue Origin sold its first New Shepard seat for $28 million. So the first seat to go up that a paying customer, not Bezos himself, that seat went for $28 million. Is that too much?
No. Maybe a little, but it's an experience that a handful of people have had in the 50 years plus that the space exploration has existed.
Well, this is according to ARStechnica.com. They're saying that the bidding process, which began in early May, drew offers from more than 7,000 participants from 159 countries. The price had stood at $4.8 million ahead of Saturday's live auction, which was streamed online, the Financial Times reports.
Wow.
Yeah, the passengers aren't yet to be named, but the fourth and final passenger will be announced soon. The winning bid amount will be donated to Club for the Future, Blue Origin's foundation focused on STEM education. It's their tax write-off. We'll just call it what it is.
Right. Cool.
And God bless them. I'm not mad at them for that, but
you take the money from the left pocket and you put it over here in the right pocket.
Yeah. I mean,
good to go.
It is what it is. They're saying that China is really ramping things up. They launched a crew. I don't know. They're doing stuff. Something's going on with the moon, though. I'm going to get to that in a minute here, but
okay.
I got a lot to get to with this. This is going to blow your mind. You know, that SpaceX Starship, that original one, they sent it to retirement, had a big ceremony and everything. Well,
the original. Okay, the original never left the ground, right? Or just for testing.
No, this is one that's been up and back.
Okay, so then it was 15.
The Starship.
It took them 15 tries to get the thing to go up and come back down like it's supposed to. So they're going to retire that one?
Well, they were going to retire it, but now they're saying it's going to do something for hypersonic flight testing. They're going to use that as a testing module. They're going to use that as it must be nice to have like a garage full of cars, and you're just going to go out there and go, yeah, I'm not going to sell that one yet. I'm going to ride that one, and Tuesday I'll drive that one, and oh, Maurice, will you make sure that one shined up real nice for the weekend? I mean, Christ almighty, this guy's got rocket ships all over the place.
I need to go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, so I'm gonna keep that one.
According to Elon Musk, our man Elon Musk says that SpaceX might use this on hypersonic flight testing. So I don't know what hypersonic flight testing is. I didn't do enough research.
All right.
Sounds fancy.
Now, the way the thing works is it shoots in the air and it comes down on a horizontal level, and then at the last minute it rights itself up vertically and lands. Now, can you fill this thing with people and shoot it from Port Canaveral, or no, this one's actually in Texas, China, whatever, Texas, something, whatever it's called. Can you shoot people from Texas, say to London, shoot the rocket over there and do it in 10 seconds, and then let the rocket come down horizontally, and then at the last minute, vertical? Is he thinking this for these devices also?
Well, according to TeslaRita.com, Musk's use of hypersonic implies that the Starship SN-16's hypothetical flight test would reach a velocity of at least 5 times the speed of sound, which is 1,700 miles per second or 3,800 miles per hour, at least a magnitude faster than the next fastest Starship prototype. Based on SpaceX CEO's comment, it is safe to assume that the Starship can reach hypersonic velocities under its own power and likely only with 3 Raptor engines installed. So I guess it's kind of going to be like a space shuttle type thing with other rockets. Here's my thing. It's just like you said. Is this a new form? Is this a new airline? Is this the way we're doing it? Is that why the Virgin guy's getting in?
If you can get that thing up to 3,800 miles an hour, you can get from here to Europe in an hour.
Yeah, but
and it just comes down vertical and poop.
Yeah, but they're not wanting to go to Europe. They're wanting to go to these other planets. They're wanting to go to Venus. They're wanting to go to Mars. I got people. I've been doing a lot of research on this stuff lately, just on my own, just clicking around, and you'd be surprised. There's concrete stuff talks about the Black Ops space programs and stuff that's going on, that we already have a base on the moon. We already have people on Mars and shit like that. I mean, it's crazy. And they say that, and I say that, and people are like, this guy's crazy. Go look around. Go poke around. And I'm not saying it's conspiracy theory either. These are people that are retired from the military and shit like that. People telling you, no, there's shit going on.
There's obviously something going on. The United States, they created the Army, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Navy
Space Force
for a reason. For a reason. They created the Coast Guard later for a reason. They started the Space Force. It might sound funny, but you don't dedicate a branch of the government to it if there's not something behind it.
Yeah, unless you're not planning a false flag alien attack. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. I see Men in Black.
You know what this is? If you're looking at the video, if not, go check out the video sometime. We're on YouTube. We're on twitch.tv/both mics live Fridays, 7-ish to 9-ish, somewhere in there. You know what that's a picture of?
It looks like drug paraphernalia thrown around on a beach.
They're saying that's a moon base we already have on the moon.
Well, what can you consider a base? They landed a lunar module on there. They have a couple things. They have an umbrella like ET had, and they planted a flag. That's a base.
Well, there's also stories out there on space.com how Russia and China reveal that they're got a moon base roadmap, but no plans for astronaut trips yet. They've got the planning stages, but I'm showing you a picture. This is an actual picture, so I don't know, dude. I would think, is this being not talked about like the UFO thing for some reason? Is it because we can't handle the truth? Is it because there'll be panic and people screaming in the streets and buying all the friggin' toilet paper at the store? I mean, what's going to happen? Why can't they tell us the truth if this shit's really happening? So that's the only reason why I doubt this shit all the time. For the longest time, I never thought we went to the moon. You mean to tell me we went to the moon on something less powerful than my cell phone back in the 60s? Get the hell out of here.
Right? Yeah, I can't tell what the hell that is. I guess that looks like drug paraphernalia thrown on the beach.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
With a crater next to it.
Drug paraphernalia thrown out on the beach. You've been to those New Jersey beaches too often.
Yeah.
Needles
Yeah.
washing up and shit from New York.
Yeah. That damn freaking Staten
Mommy,
Island.
look, I found a dart. Stop sticking your sister with that dart.
Again.
There's something even funnier, though. There's a better story. Check that
Uh-oh.
out. I don't know if you can
Okay.
tell what that is on the video there.
It appears to be albino fish.
Some sort of fish. That is correct. That was my guess last night at dinner, too. Some sort of fish. Weird living fossil fish lives 100 years, and it ends up being pregnant for 5 years.
I hate when that
This
happens.
is according to KSL.com. The Colaneth, a giant weird fish still around from dinosaur times, can live for 100 years, a new study found. Slow-moving, people-sized fish of the deep, nicknamed the living fossil, are the opposite of live fast, die young mantra. These nocturnal fish grow to an achingly slow pace. Females don't hit sexual maturity until their late 50s. Well, that's kind of like now. While males are sexually mature at 40 to 69 years old. Maybe strangest of all, researchers figure pregnancy in the fish can last about 5 years. They say this species, and I'm probably not pronouncing it right, it's Coelacanths. Colaneth, I don't know.
Easy for you to
Colaneth.
say.
They've been around for 400 million years, they said.
Okay.
How do they know they've been around for 400 million years? How do they know that? Is there documentation somewhere? Is there a photo?
Yeah. Is it some kid in a college going, 400 million years sounds right? You know. Did they compare it to other fish that they know or other fossils they found from 400 million years ago? Damn, things are ugly as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, they are pretty ugly.
Yeah.
The researchers concluded that the smaller lines better correlated to a year of Colaneth age. I guess they tracked the lines on the fish somehow. I guess it's like a tree.
Yeah, they cut it in half and count the rings like a tree. It makes sense.
Let's see how old this endangered species is. Cut it open.
Yeah, but who wants to live that long? You know?
Well, they say that there's people that are alive today that are going to live to be at least 1,000 years old. We just don't know it yet. Through technology, through implants.
Fantastic.
And I don't mean big jugs implants. I mean,
like titanium knees.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, think about it. Think about the stuff we can do nowadays. We're replacing limbs, artificial limbs and stuff. I mean, just going back 150 years, Civil War time, if you got shot in the leg, okay, get on the table. We're going to cut off that leg. I mean, that's the way they dealt with shit.
Yep. Put this leather strap in your mouth and go for it.
Because you were more apt to die from the infection because of that. So they'd rather...
Yep.
It's crazy. So they take a guy who's smoking something, drinking whiskey. He's full of blood. He's got blood from the next guy. And he's got you on a table with a handheld bone saw going back and forth, a cross-cutting fashion on your femur. Can you imagine that? No anesthesia.
You can only wish that you would just pass out from the pain. Yeah, that's the only thing. Just pray that you knock yourself out.
Crazy. Real crazy. But think about it. I mean, what we can do now, we can... I saw yesterday, remember that guy that, I think he was Australian, New Zealand, somewhere. He ended up shooting his wife, the guy with no legs. They were calling him the running guy.
Just started shooting into his bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they call that guy? I forget.
Stupid. Man without a plan.
He ended up running in the Special Olympics, and he had these springs like for legs that faced forward, and they were saying it's an unfair advantage. And he did make the Olympic team, and he didn't finish well in the Olympics because we had all the black guys. But they run pretty fast in the Olympics, dude.
Yeah.
They're saying that.
Seen it.
And I saw a product similar to that that's used to enhance. And I could already tell the military applications are going to put these on foot soldiers because they can run faster and further without damage to. They don't even feel like they're running, and they're moving lightning quick, and it's like an exoskeleton type situation with the things on your legs. So even though you have legs, they're not cutting your legs off and replacing them. You can put these things on there like boots, and they operate the same way. And I'm thinking, man, oh man, I can see the military applications to this already.
But the thing is, like, you use different muscles that you don't use. God, you'd be like in pain by the end of the day. You know, you'd have to train to be with those more. You just couldn't put them on and start running.
Yeah, no, I think it's like anything else. It's like, I guess if you were, I don't know, the only thing I could say is if, I guess, a woman trying on different high heels of different heights or whatever, you'd have to just get used to it, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Makes sense.
That was an idea I had for a product, by the way, the interchangeable high heel.
Really?
Yeah. What you do is you get this one pair of shoes, and it comes with like 3 different heel sizes. And you just unscrew them.
I think there's more to it than that.
Hey, if I can dream it, it can be done.
Yeah.
No, it's probably something to do with the arch and all that crap.
Yeah, it's like the way the toe of the shoe would be at a different angle and whatnot.
Hey, that's not my department. This is not engineering. I'm the creative department. I send that down the hall to them guys in engineering and go, good luck, make this shit work.
Let those people figure it out.
Those people. Buddy.
Anybody need a sticker?
Yes.
If anybody wants a sticker, email us.
Just put, I want a sticker, Mike, and address that to Mike_Taylor at bothmikes.com.
Yeah, and maybe someday I'll log into my email and check it.
Did you ever have a McFlurry?
I think back in the day, whatever that means.
It's that, here, let me pop up a picture here of a McFlurry.
That machine never works, so you go there all the time and oh, no, sorry, ice cream machine's broken, ice cream machine's not fixed. Oh, we cleaned it early today.
Yeah. Well,
McFlurry.
The McFlurry had that special spoon, and that's how they, like, stirred it up when you put your M&Ms in there or whatever they were putting in there. They would actually dispense the ice cream, put the topping in, and put the straw in, and put the lid on over the straw, and then use that special spoon to be part of the mixer to mix it up. Well, apparently a doctor had picked up one of these, and he's turned it into a hiccup cure that has a 92% efficiency, a new study says. This is according to Insider.com. So a doctor, probably getting one of these things for himself or a kid, a McFlurry, starts looking at that spoon, and he's going, hey, that's a tremendous idea.
Let me shove this down my throat, and I'll stop hiccuping. No?
He thinks it works by fooling the brain to reset the diaphragm. I don't understand how that works. What do you use to stop the hiccups? That's where I'm going.
I'd punch myself in the stomach.
Nice.
No. I hold my breath. You know, the usual. You know,
do you pass out or what?
No, I've never passed out from the hiccups. I've only passed out once in my life. Ever.
That you remember?
Well, yeah, of course I remember. There's a before and after.
I don't know. I got stuff I don't remember. That's just because I'm old. God, what am I doing here? I'm trying to find this piece of information here, and I'm on the wrong keyboard.
Now, the special spoon that they have for the McFlurry,
yeah,
I always thought it was weird. You know, I actually never thought about it at all until just now. Now, it's hollow in the top.
Yes, and you put it underneath one of those little spindles, and it stirs it just before they hand it to you. So you don't have to stir it, then put the spoon in, then put the lid on. The spoon's the stirrer.
Oh, get out of here! I thought maybe you injected the M&Ms or Reese's
Pieces. That's half the
Pieces
friggin' cost of the
it.
product. That's what you're paying $4 for. Is that friggin' spoon? It looks like it came with the children's Tylenol packet.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. Now I thought you put the M&Ms inside the spoon, and it was a way to inject the M&Ms deeper into the ice cream. No.
No, they take the cup. You never watch this because you keep saying it's never working. The machine's never working.
I got things to do, you know.
They hold the cup underneath the ice cream machine and they pour out like 4 ounces of the product in there. Then they go over to this other thing and it looks like a spice rack with like 3 or 4 different spices on it together. And they go underneath the spice of choice, whether it's Reese's Pieces, M&M's,
They use them for cereal too.
What's that?
They use them for cereal too.
Yeah, and you just slide that little thing over and it dispenses a pre-portioned amount of M&Ms. They put the spoon in, they put the lid on with the spoon projecting through the lid, and then they stick that thing on the machine, and the spoon hooks up to the machine and stirs your M&Ms up in your thing. I don't even know if they have a McFlurry anymore.
Yeah, that's amazing. Why are we talking about the McFlurry?
Because this doctor found a way to cure hiccups.
Oh, hiccups!
Yeah.
Full circle. Okay.
Yeah. So I asked you about now some of the popular ones I was able to find, methods to cure the hiccups. Hold your breath and swallow 3 times. You ever hear that one?
The swallowing part? No. I spit. I don't swallow.
Hey! Breathe into a paper bag, but stop before you get lightheaded.
Okay. 2 breaths and you're done.
Drink a glass of water quickly.
Quickly? Yeah, I don't know.
Swallow a teaspoon of sugar.
Really?
Now I just want to say, I'm not a licensed physician. I'm not giving medical advice. Don't try any of this crap at home. I'm reporting what I'm finding through research. Pull on your tongue. Pull on your tongue. And is that with your hand? You're physically pulling on your tongue?
I would hope so. I doubt you can get your toes up there.
Gargle with water.
Okay. The only ones I've heard of are the hold the breath and the scare somebody. And it's kind of hard to scare yourself. So that's a team participation.
They say if you have the hiccups for 2 days or more, have difficulty breathing, eating, or sleeping, see your doctor.
Well, yeah. If I have the hiccups for more than 4 hours, I'm calling the doctor.
Yeah, well, it's like that the boner pills. If you have a situation more than 4 hours, honey, go ahead and get those. They last more than 4 hours. Go ahead and get.
And if you do have a boner for more than 4 hours, don't call your doctor. Call both Mikes.
Yeah, no. I don't want to hear about it.
We want to talk to you.
Oh. We go from McFlurries to boners in the same sentence almost. This is fucking great.
Par for the course.
I have lost all respect for this band that I'm putting up on here right now. You know who that band is in that photo?
The one guy all the way to the right looks like... What's his name?
Dave Grohl.
Is it Dave Grohl?
It is Dave Grohl. And that band is the Foo Fighters. One of my favorite bands now. One of, timely bands. That I like their music. I always have. I like Dave Grohl. Guy's super talented. Was in Nirvana. Bunch of different projects and bands. And the Foo Fighters, sort of his number one thing. He was even in Queens of the Stone Age for a while. Bunch of different bands. It was like, how many bands is this guy in? He was doing all these projects. Well, on July 17th, the Foo Fighters are going to release a disco album as the DGs. I know it sounds like a bad joke, dude, and I trust me, I vetted this story because I thought it was a joke. This is according to BBC.com. This is real. It's on their Twitter account. Introducing the DGs. Hail Satin instead of Satan.
Okay.
Coming to your local record store and dance party near you on July 17th. Now, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to play a small... No, I'm not even going to do it because it's going to sound like shit, and I'm going to be accused of poo-pooing something because it sounds like shit. Go find it. There's a clip out there. There's this 15-second clip of them doing DGs, which is disco. Foo Fighters playing disco is what it is.
Yeah. So are all the Bee Gees now dead and no one can sue them? Is that what this is?
I guess. The band will release an LP including 4 Bee Gees covers.
Okay. That's where the Bee Gees will actually make a cut for the publishing on those particular songs. So, okay, it is Paola.
I don't know what to say about that. I mean,
Different strokes, different folks.
here's a
whatever
guy
case
that
may
I
be.
marvel at when you see him live. You see him bringing people on stage to play guitar dressed like Kiss. You see him giving away guitars. You see him breaking his leg and getting a throne chair and playing an entire show in a throne chair in front of everybody. The guy's got command of an audience. He knows how to play music. He knows how to write music. He's super talented. He seems to be a humble guy. And then you go and do this.
Well, you know what? Favorite band, Motley Crue. All right, since the early '80s, and there was a point where, like, I was on the message board for Motley Crue, and people were talking about the new album coming out, blah 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 blah. And I told them, I go, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the album anyway. You're going to like the album anyway.
Right.
It doesn't matter if Nikki Sixx and company come up with a album or a CD of barking dogs. You're going to buy it.
Yes.
And people are like, well, you're right. So fans of the Foo Fighters, fans of Nirvana, fans of the 90s music and all that are going to buy it. And who knows? It might revolutionize music. It might give some extra attention to the genres of music that we like, and it might shift the tide back towards rock and roll and away from the crap that gets played on the radio now.
And I want to be okay with it. I really do. I want to be okay. I like it when crossover stuff happens, when artists go from country to rock or rock to country or whatever. What is it? The one guy, Darius from
Rucker.
Yeah. Just a whole bunch of people that can cross back and forth, and I like that. I admire people that can go out there and show flexibility. It's not always the same sound. It's not always the same thing. And
Aaron Lewis.
I applaud the courage to go out and do something like this outside of your comfort zone, maybe.
Yeah, Aaron Lewis, lead singer of Stain.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Huge country star now.
But at the same time, I think you crossed a line that I can't cross with you here with the Bee Gees thing.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Is it a goof?
That's what I was thinking initially. I thought they're putting everybody on. It's not April, and it's been carried out. I mean, maybe they're pulling a fast one over everybody.
Yeah. I don't know. If it's done seriously, it could be cool. There was some decent music back in the '70s. We were little, and it was whatever we were in the car with our mom and dad, and more than likely it was what mom had on the radio. And I remember being 11 years old and going to see my first rated R movie, Saturday Night Fever. I liked it. Music was good. If someone gave us free tickets, would we go to a Bee Gees concert? I think it'd be kind of cool.
Well, now that you're 50-something, but back in the day, you probably wouldn't have gone. You think you would have went at that age still?
Well, I wasn't really into music until a few years later. But maybe.
So 11, how old are you? You're in 6th grade then, or what?
11 is like 5th or 6th grade, yeah. Well, we can't judge because our birthday's at the end of the year. We get left back. Yeah.
Depending on what school's district you went to and all that crap.
Well, not December.
Oh, I can remember being that time and being Kiss was my band. Everybody I rolled with at school, that was my band. That's who we liked, and nobody else. And they were excited about when that baseball field. I'm sure it was in New York somewhere, maybe it was in Philadelphia when they had the Death to Disco or whatever, and maybe it was in Detroit. They burned a bunch of albums, disco albums or something, Death to Disco or something.
I forget where that was. Who knows? I know. Twisted Sisters had gatherings like that.
And I'm okay with that. I think it's all in fun. It's not like they're violently trying to kill people for listening to that music. They're going to
string up every gib from a tree.
Still, though, I don't know if this is like. Could I see Kiss doing a Mariah Carey song? No. I
Yeah,
don't want to
definitely
see
not.
that either.
No, definitely not. Well, they did their crossover to the disco thing for one album.
Yeah.
In the 78, 79.
Dynasty album, I think it was I Was Made for Loving You, Baby.
Yep. That was considered disco back then. For them, at least.
Well, they were told to by the record company. If you want to make a record, you have to do a disco song because we're going to get some airplay out of it. And sure enough, that went straight to
who
hell
knows
after
what
that.
else is on that album, right?
What's that?
We know that one song. The $1 million spent to record it and make it. We know one song off of it. So, but yeah, if it's done seriously and it's done musically well, it could do really good. If it's a goof, it's exactly that. It's a goof. It's a Weird Al Yankovic type crap, whatever.
Well, they got me hook, line, and sinker. I'm all energized about it the wrong way. I'm all going, and maybe the album's going to come out and it's not really going to be the Bee Gees, but I think it's going to be them. Do Bee Gees songs. I think it's real.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, folks. What I don't want is, because I go to a lot, I used to go to a lot of festivals. I've slowed down, but I go to some big festivals. I'm going to the Rockville thing coming up here, and I enjoy that for what it is. And when I see Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters performing at one of these things that I spent a lot of money on, I've been there all day sweating my ass off, and I'm ready to see them. I don't want to see Saturday Night Fever music coming out of your mouth. I don't know. Maybe yeah, I got a problem with that. Dave Grohl, you disappoint me. You've never disappointed me. I've always liked you.
It's okay. It's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath.
You know who this guy is on the video here? With the
that's the guy.
The guy from that thing?
He won the thing the other day, and he did good. And his name is Phil Nicholson.
That is correct, sir.
Look at that, huh? Not bad for a white man.
He's got a crazed look on his face because...
He does look a little bizarre. Didn't he beam somebody with a golf ball lately or something? And like he gave him... He's supposed to... When you hit somebody in the audience... I just found this out. You're supposed to like take your glove off and autograph it and give it to that person.
Oh.
Didn't he just beam somebody with a ball and did that in the past couple of weeks?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't watch it that closely. I just thought it was funny because he did what Tiger Woods did back in the day. Tiger Woods would be on the tee box. He'd be getting ready to tee. He'd be in his backswing, and you'd hear their phone camera. Chee-chee, chee-chee, chee-chee. Because the sound, he'd go, who took that picture? And they'd escort the guy out of the place, And
Right.
Well, apparently, the phones are distracting Phil Mickelson, and apparently he had to reset and called a bunch of people back, and I don't know. Do you play golf, Mike?
Never. Yeah. Well, actually, I do. I used to play back in the day, and I'm pretty good at it. But it's the windmill. I have issues with that. I can't get it past the windmill sometimes.
Nice.
And yeah.
Nice. The clown nose.
Never.
Can you get the ball back at the end with a free game?
Never happens. No free games for me. But no, I've never played. I remember my grandmother gave me a golf club that she had because she was thinking about getting into it when she moved to Florida, and then she moved back to New York. And she gave me her golf club, one club. And I thought I was going to rule the world with it. And the fact that you got to get this tiny little ball hundreds of yards away into a tin cup on the first try, the second try, the third try, maybe fourth or fifth try. No, you can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it. I won't do it. So no, I don't play golf. I think it's silly. And yeah, so I just alienated half the people in the world. Sorry.
Well, here's the thing. The thing about it is I've played golf, and I would still be playing golf. I try not to because it makes me hurt enough areas of my body. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it after a certain point, But, I did enjoy going out. It was more like the camaraderie, drinking a few beers, smoking a few
That's
cigars.
What people say.
Whatever, business, pleasure, whatever. So, I
beer.
enjoyed that aspect of it. But here's what's always killed me about golf. I have to be perfectly quiet. The wind has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. The ball has to be still. Nobody can talk in your backswing. Meanwhile, there's a guy in baseball doing the same thing, and somebody's throwing the ball at him at 100 miles an hour in front of 70,000 people screaming on top of their lungs, and you're supposed to hit that, but you can't say shit in golf.
Right.
That,
I never thought of it that way. Yep.
I just don't understand.
100%.
Shh, be quiet. I know 70,000 of you got here, but he's throwing the ball really fast. I need everybody to be quiet.
Right. Yeah. Pussy.
That's what it is, though. It is what it is. You know, I get it. You know, they're concentrating, and it's a mental game and all this. I just think when you're a pro, you got to expect those things are going to happen. And that's why you're a pro. You zone
Right,
those
you play at a
things
different
out.
level.
Those things don't affect you.
Yep. No, I agree. You know, one of those things that just doesn't matter. You know, it's a golf game. It's one person, whatever. But
You just have to learn to deal with it. I mean, that's what you signed up for, dude. You know, and you know, if you're out and about and in public and somebody wants an autograph, that's part of the gig, dude.
Yep.
It is what it is.
the cost of doing business.
I just never understood people who have to. I don't know. That just really bothers me. I think there should be events where actually here's what I think. I think football. I think Olympics. I think all that stuff. We want to test for doping. We want to test to make sure you are doped. I want to see the biggest ripped dude out there throwing the ball country mile, hitting another dude at 400 miles an hour. Fucking juice it up, man. Take all that shit you want. Take all that bodybuilding crap, steroids. Take all the blood doping, all that. You want to ride a bike really fast and do it. I want to see you break some records.
Right? Yeah, we want to see the best that there can be.
Yeah. You don't think in the 20s, if they told you if you stuck this horse tranquilizer in your ass 3 times a week, that you're going to be the fastest man on the planet, you don't think they would have done it?
Exactly.
Maybe they did it and we don't know it.
Right? I wouldn't be surprised.
Freaking crazy. Can you hear that beeping?
No.
Okay, good. I was just making sure. I got something beeping over here. I was just making sure it was just me. I'm okay with that.
Battery going dead.
Hey, you use a Google phone, right?
I have an Android
Well,
phone.
that's what I meant, an Android phone, not an Apple.
I have an Android. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was distracted.
Well, apparently Google may be working on an Android version of Apple's Find My whatever. Like if you have Apple, they call them iPads. I guess you'd call it tablet if it was, you know, your phone, you know, whatever you could misplace. I guess this is going in coordination with those tag system that they have. But apparently Google didn't have this. I thought Google had this, where you could say Find My Phone, but I guess...
Yeah, I thought so too.
I guess you have to have the... Is it Alexa? Is that the Google one?
No, that's Alexa's Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep these women straight here. You got Alexa from Amazon. Then who's the one from Google?
Google, I have no idea, but Siri is the one from iPhones.
Siri.
So Google, I don't know. I have not a clue.
And it's Siri
But
that gives the navigation too?
No. But it is a woman's voice, and I don't trust her with directions. A little side note, while you're in the middle of this, remember we talked about Sidewalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a look on the Both Mike's Twitter page if you want to see a video that a friend of my wife and I did. He's one of the biggest cybersecurity people on the planet, or at least in the country, and he talks about Sidewalk and what it does and what it doesn't do and how to opt out.
Yes.
It
You heard it here
happened
first.
It
Weeks
happened
ago.
back on June 8th, whether you liked it or not. If you just went click, 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 you are now vulnerable. So go to bothmics.com, click on our Twitter, and
Or you
us
can just find us
Twitter.
straight on Twitter at Both Mics.
Twitter, Both
Yeah,
Mics.
just go straight to Twitter.
And check it out. Jim Stickley, Stickley on Security. Free
Well,
plug.
good.
There you go, Jim. Thanks. Buy me a little beer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea because I have had to call I did lose my phone. I think I told you that one day. I did lose my phone, and I called Lisa to let her know, and she said, hang on a second. I heard a keyboard going, and she was like, oh, it's at this area. And I went there, and sure enough, my phone was sitting there. I was like, Jesus, that's crazy. But I guess if you have a Google-operated thing.
To pin it down to a section of a parking lot is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Was my PT Cruiser still parked out there when you were looking for your phone?
Yes, it was.
It's still there now?
Motley Bruiser, yeah. It's still there.
Good to hear.
Oh man, this is going crazy. All right, I'm gonna ask you a loaded question here, so just get ready.
Cool. Go shoot.
This next story involves a couple. This couple right here.
Aww.
We talked about these people several months ago. They handcuffed themselves together for 123 days.
Wow. Okay. Now, I don't recall talking about them. Well, maybe I do. They just started then, and now they're done with their 123 days?
Yes, and they're done with each other now, too.
Okay, it's coming back to me. I'm sure it went swimmingly, correct?
After being handcuffed together, this is according to NewYorkPost.com, so it's got to be true. After being handcuffed together for a staggering 123 days, using the bathroom in front of one another, and taking turns showering mere inches apart, troubled Ukrainian lovers, yada yada Ukrainian name, yada yada Ukrainian name, have taken their shackles off and are moving on from one another.
Yeah.
This couple is one's 29, one's 33, and the woman said, "I'm finally free." Like he was literally holding her back, holding her down.
What was the reasoning behind it? Do you remember?
Well, she's an eyelash technician from the eastern part of the Ukraine, and somebody proposed
not a job.
Handcuff himself together on Valentine's Day in a last-ditch effort to save their rocky romance. Well, see, that's the thing. These people were in trouble to begin with.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Can you withstand 123 days being handcuffed to somebody?
No, absolutely not.
Even your spouse?
Yeah, even my spouse.
Wow.
There
would have to be a lot of money waiting for me at the end of that 4 months.
They just did it to see if they could stay together. After a week, I'd be like, I'm done with you later. You know, if it was rocky to begin with. Yeah, I couldn't see any logical reason to have to do that.
There'd be little hints dropped along the way if it wasn't going good, I guess. Like that movie Saw. You'd go to bed and there'd be a hacksaw laying on the sheet there. And, tell them, look, I know we can't undo this. I know we can't unlock it right now, but you can cut off your friggin' arm.
Right. Yeah, I don't know about going that far, but it just made no sense. But it's kind of cool that you found a follow-up to the story.
In addition to taking care of personal hygiene in front of each other, this couple went grocery shopping together, side-by-side cigarette breaks, and even accompanied one another to work.
I was wondering how the whole work thing happened. Your employer would be completely annoyed by the whole thing, and I'm surprised they still have jobs. But really, antics like that, life is too freaking short to deal with crap like that. You're basically putting your life on hold. You can't live your life.
Well, this guy brings up a good point. He says, we stayed together all day. I did not receive any attention from Alexander because we were constantly together, she says. He did not tell me I miss you. Well, I would like to hear that. We are not on the same wavelength. We are totally different.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're a girl, he's a guy, and you're not the same.
Maybe that's why we're going to Venus and Mars, because the men are from Mars and the women are from Venus. Isn't that what they said? Wasn't that a book a while ago?
That is a book, and that's quite possible. But no, I doubt it.
They had a handcuff cutting ceremony.
Like what? They
broadcast
had
on national television in the Ukraine. This was
really
big news.
They're starving for freaking entertainment there in the Ukraine.
I guess that's their advertisement for a reality show or something.
It's like the U.S.'s equivalent of for last person to take their hand off the motorcycle wins the motorcycle.
Yes. See, I think you take a show like Jersey Shore. I think it did bad for people from New Jersey. You know what I mean? I'd rather have the persona that if you're from New Jersey, you're a gangster or a wise ass or both.
Right.
You know, but
and people don't realize what's the state motto?
The Garden State.
The Garden State. There's parts of New Jersey that are incredibly beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Just because the radius of 15, 20 miles from New York City and the George Washington Bridge heading to the west and south is a complete swamp and crazy and, as portrayed on every Saturday Night Live episode and The Sopranos, doesn't make the rest of the state that way.
No,
especially when
but
it's called the Garden State.
That whole
There's got to be a
Jersey
reason
Shore,
why it's called the Garden State.
Yeah, that whole Jersey Shore crew just ruined it for everybody, I think.
Well, you got to realize that there's no Texas Shore. I didn't see a program called the Georgia Shore.
Yeah, no, I get it, and I get it. They were over the top, and everybody had to be a character, and it was all about marketing and all that shit. I get it. It's just...
And all but one of the cast members were not from Jersey. One cast member was from Jersey. The rest are from New York, Long Island, etc.
Wow. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yup.
That's crazy.
So be it.
All right, I know Brenda likes to get her nails done, right?
Yes, she got them done today.
Well, this is a chip that they can put in the nails. It's a microchip manicure.
Okay.
You turn your nails into business cards.
Is that like the business cards we have?
I guess, yeah.
Have a wallet here. Is it like that?
I guess it's a little chip, and I guess the chips, this is according to CNN.com, so it must be true. A beauty salon in Dubai is giving a new meaning to the phrase chipped nails. They're offering tiny microchips for customers' fingernails. The chips can have information embedded that allows them to be used as digital business cards or pass on information such as an Instagram handle.
Yeah. Is it like the chip that... Oh, great. Look at this. Yeah. Like the chip in the credit card and like the...
Exactly, but they're putting it on your fingernails.
Yeah. Look, I got... What the heck? I need extra credit cards in my wallet. Nice.
Wonder if you have to have so you have to wear you know how they make wallets now with a special material so that nobody can pick up the RFID chip on your cards because they can do that through frequencies. I wonder if they do the same. Do you have to wear a little metal booty Band-Aid on that finger now when you go out in public because you don't want somebody to pick
Band-Aid?
Up? Yeah.
Right.
The finger cot.
If you go through an Easy Pass, will it charge you?
It's like, excuse me, sir, I need your. Oh, here it is, right here. It's on my fingernail.
Yeah, but I guess you need some kind of reader. Now, is there a reader in your phone?
The chips have information embedded and allows them to be used as digital business card or pass on information such as an Instagram handle. They use near-field communication technology to connect with mobile devices.
Okay.
We install
it's like the share thing on cell phones.
We install the information that you would want, like your name, your phone number, your social media accounts, and so it is kind of like we have with the flow code. It's a chip and it just shows you where to. Here's how you can look at me. Here's how you can get me. Here's how you can follow up with me.
Now, I wonder, is there nefarious people with phones that are searching out this information?
I wonder if there's somebody that's going to come up and rip off your fingernail.
Well, they wouldn't have to. They would just have to come by and touch their phone to your finger, and they have all your personal information. So, women out there, guys maybe too, who knows, but, some nefarious guy who lives in his mother's basement will go to a club and just start fishing around looking for chick information.
Yeah. And
then turn around, get on their Instagram and say, "Hey, I saw you at the nightclub the other day. How you doing?"
That's not creepy at all, Mike. You said that too rehearsed like you've said that before.
Just once or twice. Yeah. So. Nefarious. Shenanigans.
Well, that's a whole big thing. That's the whole Mark of the Beast thing too, where they're trying to get to that. And depending on your beliefs, there's a thing that they're gonna try to implant everybody with your information, your number, whatever. And that supposedly is going to be the sign of the beast or the mark of the beast, according to the biblical stories.
That's a stretch.
Hey, there's a storm coming. It's going to hit the Gulf. Thank God you moved away from that.
It's like happening now. Claudette.
Yeah, they're saying that
something or other.
Florida's going to get some, some weather from it. But where we're at, I think we're dodging a big bullet here.
Yeah, no, we are. The Panhandle will get some of those outer bands, and they say by Sunday it'll be so spread out that you won't even know that it's a tropical system. It's just going to be rain.
Well, this brought me into reality that we are in hurricane season, because normally they say, oh, hurricane season's from this date to that date. And I'm like, How does a hurricane know to stay within those dates? It's just like wildlife crossing. How do they know to cross there?
Exactly. Well, I think it's like when Florida gets into the 90s, and that's usually around June 1st. You get when we hit into the 90s, that's when we start getting those rain showers in the afternoon. And I've noticed this past week is basically when we started hitting into the 90s and getting those afternoon rain showers. Last week we didn't. This week we do. So we'll have this until November.
So this is when I get into serious. Yeah, this is when I get into serious mode and I already have readiness preparation in case of a storm. That's what you do when you live here. Every summer you got to build up your canned goods. Got to make sure you got an extra propane tank. If you have a generator, you got to make sure it's ready to go and it's working and all that shit.
I was going to ask you about readiness. Did you take advantage of the tax-free weekend at all?
No, I didn't need to because I'm ready. I'm ready already. You know what I mean? So I get it, and I'm thankful for it. I'm glad they do it, but no, I'm ready already.
Do you have a generator?
Yeah. I got one for free. It was a pretty cool deal. I bought when I was buying auction stuff, I bought a lot of stuff that included some power tools and it had an old generator, and I knew a guy that was in the small engine repair business. So there was a couple of chainsaws, there was a lawnmower, there was a blower. These are all big names like Steel and
cool.
big equipment. And so I went to the guy and I said, look, here's the deal. I want these pieces here. You keep these pieces for yourself. Do whatever you want. Sell them, use them as parts, fix them and sell them. Do whatever you want. These are now yours. Fix my shit here for free. I want these two things. And one of them was a generator. So basically, cool. I got my money back for the service. You know what I mean? And I was good to go.
You bartered and negotiated.
Yeah.
I have one that'll run the whole damn house.
Oh, yeah?
We started flipping houses in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And I had a line of credit at Home Depot, and I'm like, you know what? I just might as well get the Big Daddy.
Good for you.
But the freaking thing is 250 pounds.
Yeah.
So, I had it in the back of our pickup truck for literally chained to the side of the pickup truck for like a year and a half. And I couldn't get it in the truck. I couldn't get it out of the truck. It was a two-person ordeal every time.
Well, here's a sponsorship opportunity right here, okay? You ever hear that company Generac? They have one that they hook up to your house. I mean, it's big. They put it in your garage or whatever. And
my mom has it in Davenport.
Yeah. Well, here's what we do. We contact them. We tell them that we'll plug them, but you want to try out the product. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah. So
hey,
it'll whole freaking house.
Hey, we're to that point in the show already here.
Really?
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left here, so 5.5. So let everybody know about the Mike-isms, will you?
Mike-isms. Like that's on the other side. I almost said, welcome to both mics. turn to
At least you have copy in front of you. That's good.
It's not that I can read my own handwriting.
Right?
Because everything is false.
No, you keep doing
everything's fake.
You do that just to get on me. That's what it is.
This time, yes. Last time, no. It was complete lack of intelligence on my part.
All right, so Mike-ism number 1, everything's fake.
Everything is fake.
Perfect.
We're going to... People are stupid.
Mike-ism number 2, people are stupid.
People are stupid.
Yes.
Don't
Not
trust
you
anyone.
people that are watching or listening. The other people
Right.
are stupid.
Right, the other ones. Those other people. The hell is all this stuff in this drawer? People are fake. Let me change this real quick, all right? You got a minute? Just hang in
Yes.
there. Hang in there. You're good. All right. Fake. That's with an E. All right.
Episode 30, folks. Episode 30.
31.
31.
Today I remember the damn numbers. You don't. All right. Don't trust anyone. Don't tell anyone anything they don't need to know.
Yes. Yes.
You're on a need to know basis.
Yes.
Yes. For my own safety and for yours.
Yes. Absolutely. I like it when you get pulled over and you just don't say anything. You just get your shit together and you just answer the questions. Well,
Yes.
I'm on my way from here to there. Don't just stop. Just stop. You don't know what you're gonna say.
How many drinks have you had tonight? Oh, just one.
Yeah. No. That he's
It's
got
always
you.
Just one.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. No, exactly. No. I don't drink, sir.
That's where I'm at right now.
I don't drink. No. Measure twice, cut once.
Yes.
Make sure
Number 5.
Make sure
Measure
you have your
twice.
mess
cut
together
once.
before you pull the plug or pull the cord or shoot the pistol or piss up a rope.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my boy Gino Losi. If you want to go fishing, hit up GinoLosi.com. You can check out a video of him on our What's Hot in Florida page. So check out the bothmikes.com. There's some new and improved features on bothmikes.com and on the What's Hot in Florida website. You want to know what's going on in the weekend in your area? Go to the Facebook pages. We have 1 million of them. What's hot in your town? What's hot in Florida? And it's all connected back to the websites, both Mikes and What's Hot in Florida. So check those things out. And check out my friend Dustin Levine. He's the head honcho at the Melon Patch Theater there in Leesburg. Go check out what they have going on. Oh, and I'm also give a shout out to my friend Night Fan Stan. Go ahead and check out Night Fan Stan. He's in the printing business. Give him a holler if you need printing in Central Florida at Jet Set Printing Orlando. And yeah, we have stickers. You like these stickers? Eee. Send us a note on Facebook or somewhere, or send Mike an email. Send Mike an email. He'll send these things all over the place. He's got a bunch
I'll
of
send them anywhere. But yeah, I forget my username and password for my email, so contact Mike Soft.
Hit us up on Facebook, whatever you want to do. But hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a stack of these and I'm just gonna start sticking them places.
I stuck one at the back of my computer. I am not a bumper sticker person.
Yeah.
I don't like having stickers anywhere, but I put
Right.
one on my laptop.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I'm gonna do that.
The big
too.
step for me.
We
Big
ever
step.
seen like in bars or restaurants how they have stickers and stuff like that on the walls and stuff? Yeah.
Do you want a flats?
Yes, perfect. Perfect. All right, well,
Right
thank
next
you. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Hope we had a good time with you today. Hope you enjoyed.
Yep.
Get some
Yep.
friends to listen. We're on Podbean. We're everywhere you find stuff.
Yep.
You'll find us.
Twitch.tv/bothmics, bothmics.com. If you're like listening to this and it's like 2030, drop us a line. Let us know
See if
that,
we're still
you know,
alive.
Yeah, see if we're still alive.
Look at these idiots in this old-timey thing. Look at the production values. Look how crappy that was. I
Look
can't
how
believe
dumb
they
they looked.
We had better technology. We just suck, sir. That's it. That's
Right.
it. All right. Thank you for joining us for episode 31. We'll holler at you next time.
Ciao, folks.
And I'm quickly going to the exit video and I'm finding it. There we are.
There it is.